Title: Academic Success for Everyone. Academic Success for Everyone. Bill McDonald.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster, and good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Hello, everyone. I have had the pleasure of meeting most of you, but for those of you I have not yet met, let me introduce myself. My name is Bill McDonald, and I am going to be the new Director of Academic Success here at University of Buffalo School of Law. I came here after 4 years of Director of Academic Support at Whittier Law School in Costa Mesa, California, and before that I worked with students at Georgetown University Law Center. So I've had some great experiences helping students achieve their academic potential. And what I'd like to do now is share some of my plans for how I'm going to help that happen for students here at Buffalo. I believe that a strong academic success program has to make itself a familiar part of the law school experience for everyone. Academic success should seem as normal and useful to students as their doctor's office. A place to go when they're having problems, sure, but also a place where they can go to prevent problems before they happen. And even a place for people who are fine to learn what they can do to become exceptional. And the way you develop a reputation like that is to be part of law school life at every step along the way. So let me explain how I'm going to do that here. First, at orientation, before law school even begins, I am going to be there to make students aware of what I have to offer. The problem with new law students is that they don't know what they don't know. And they don't know what they need to overcome that. So I'm going to be there presenting throughout orientation, providing students with just enough information to get them through that first crucial 5 weeks of the semester. How to read a case, how to talk to your professor, how to take notes. Stuff like that will matter to them right then, and they will remember it. Then, throughout the first year, I will make myself a presence in the students' classes and in their organizations. I will present periodic workshops that will pick up where I left off. So after the first 5 weeks are done, I can teach students what to expect in the next 5 weeks. What do they need to know for their midterm exams? What should they take from the scores they receive from their professors? I want to know every student, and I want every student to know me so that they will feel comfortable seeking help from me before it's too late. Third, in the second year, when it's become clear that there are some students who have struggled more than others, I will target the students with the greatest need to make sure that they get the greatest help. I will enlist the aid of student assistants, students I've worked with, students who I know understand what we're trying to do, and get them to help me help these other students who maybe didn't reach out to me before because they were uncomfortable talking to a professor, but might be more comfortable talking to a fellow student. And of course, I will continue to make it clear to all the students, even those who didn't struggle, that we're a place that they can come to sharpen their skills throughout their second year of law school. So the entire student body will come to see what we have to offer. Finally, in the third year, as students are preparing to take their attention away from their professor's exams and start paying attention to the bar examination, I will be offering courses designed to prepare students for that specific hurdle. Now, many of the skills we will have been teaching them over the previous 2 years will apply just as well to that bar examination. So they'll feel comfortable with some of what we're learning. And I intend to take them from that place of comfort to a more uncomfortable place, to challenge them with new kinds of tests, new things that they need to learn to pass that crucial exam. But at that point, they'll know us well enough that they can put up with that discomfort and trust that we're going to offer them the skills that they need. So through this multi-pronged approach of continuous engagement with students, I intend to help our students stay strong and capable In the same way that a good doctor doesn't just deal with medical crises, but encourages his patients to develop strong, healthy habits. That's my plan for how I will work with the students over their 3 years here at the University of Buffalo. And I'm happy to take any questions now about how I'm going to make that work. Yes?
Yes, you explained that you were going to help the new students in how to talk to their professor. How are you going to tell them to talk to their professor? How does one talk to their professor?
A lot of students come into law school thinking that it's going to be similar to their undergraduate, where they were in a class full of 100 people, and all they were there to do is listen to what the professor says and copy down notes. But law school is highly interactive, and professors frequently demand that their students answer questions off the top of their head, and they need to be prepared for their classes. And so students need to learn that when a professor grills them in class, it's not something they need to take personally. It's not that the professor's trying to get the right answer from them. It's that the professor's trying to teach them to think their way through. And so there's in-class talking to professors. And I think students need to be educated that that's not a yes or no, right or wrong kind of thing, but it's a process that the professor is trying to engage the students in. Furthermore, a lot of students that I have met with coming into law school tell me that they never once in their academic career as undergraduates actually went to a professor during office hours and tried to talk to them about the subject. And I think that that's crucial in law school, that you will not get everything that you need from the course if you don't proactively go and talk to your professors and ask them, I don't understand this, what does it mean? Or can I interpret it this way? Wouldn't this be just as fair a way of interpreting it? So you're developing that critical ability to engage another person in argumentation. And so this is what I would want to make clear to those students. Yes, thank you.
I heard you mention that law school is different than undergrad, that fact that the students have to interact with the professors. So it sounds like a lot like maybe a tabletop with some Toastmasters. Would you recommend or propose to your students that that's something that they've got a lot on their plate, but that would be a club that they would join, or you could bring a club on campus, that would be part of a good curriculum for your students?
I think it is a great idea to have a local club, something that the students can feel comfortable with, so mainly with students themselves. And I would certainly recommend that as a subsidiary kind of organization. I think more importantly though, because law students do feel that they're so pressured for their time, I would want to incorporate some of the lessons I've learned from Toastmasters into the things that I talk about and teach them about as well. Because a lot of students do have that fear that tightens them up, that closes them down when they're talking, not just to their professors, but there are other situations where they need to learn to speak as lawyers, when they do moot court presentations, for example, or if they're doing an internship where they're actually meeting with clients. They need to learn to speak with authority and confidence. And so I try to teach them ways of doing that in the smaller classes that I hold, where we have interactive sessions and I help students learn that particular skill. I think I may have time for one more question. Okay, if not, thank you all very much. And once again, I'm very happy to be here.